Alright, here we are arriving at Force Recon's 18-hour Milsim event, Nightfall 7. Now, we were lucky again this year to be the OpFor, which is the role we played last year, which is kind of a third team that's a small little, couple squads, and we basically work for the game staff to mess with both teams, and the teams also have to compete against us in, Frago missions. Now, when I got to the field, I saw a little buddy that I met last year, and I had to go greet him again. This is Gunner, and Gunner's pretty badass doggy.
Oh, you remember me?
Now, I almost didn't recognize the little bugger. Man, he got big. I could not believe it. And I actually went back to my old footage because I had footage of Gunner as a puppy. And look at this cutie. Ah.
You're so cute.
How can you not love that face?
It's like, oh, it's a camera. Can you? Give me a paw. I'm here. Oh, you're so pretty.
All right. Back to Airsoft. I love how these teams go all out on their vehicles. What a badass rig that is. Back at our base camp here, we've got everybody getting kitted up. Well, some people just chilling, checking their cell phones. But it's downtime right now. Boys they got the game faces on. I love our commanders. They got a map up here for us and a little schedule going so everybody knows when it's time to go. And last year, I don't know if you've seen it, but we sold a lot of goats and boats. So when Force Recon asked what our mascot should be this year or what our team animal is, well, we said goats. And well, they made an awesome logo for us. I mean, it's a ram, but who knows really what anything is these days. But anyways, shout out to Andysairsoft there. And a random side strafe shot of our gun rack. Oh man, that thing came in so handy. I recommend building one. Simple. Wood, nails. Done. Now, last year as the OpFor, our task was to go on the field ahead of time, lay down some objectives, and hide in the buildings and wait for both teams to kind of storm the buildings, and they had to kill us. One death, we're out. This year, the game admins are telling the teams that we're not starting in the buildings, which really sucks. Mainly, it sucks for them because the game admins told us we actually are starting in the buildings, and they just wanted to lie to them, Give them a big surprise. But the big surprise is going to be a whole bunch of little surprises. Mainly these little things here, because we have a lot of them. And this year I had the luxury of getting some aerial footage from one of our drone pilots, Franny. Shout out to you, buddy, you rock. So before the game footage gets going, I'm going to point out kind of where we were in these buildings and where the enemy kind of started from. We'll begin with where one of the enemy spawn points was, which is right about here. So to defend against those guys coming on the field, we actually had 2 squads in the 3-story building defending 2 stairwells, here and here. While our other squad, which had more stairwells to look after, we had to split off, and I'm in the middle stairwell, this 2-story here, and there's another stairwell here and here, which we both have fire teams guarding. One of the enemy spawn points is actually right there on the road, so they're pretty close to our building, and they're definitely going to be the first ones to hit us. It's almost game time. We are told when we can leave, but unfortunately it wasn't...
Right now we're sneaking on the field.
Yeah, we're sneaking on the field, but the enemy, they were coming back from the briefing, and we were trying to get into the buildings without them seeing us, because we're not supposed to be there. We did it successfully, but there were a few close calls. But we made it. It's all good. Mission accomplished. I had a really big surprise that I could not wait to use at the start of this game, and it was one of the tag rounds. I had a little handheld launcher that I kind of was going to use, and don't you know my luck?
Victory.
As soon as I say victory, the O-ring blows in the damn thing. So as you can see, I wasn't very happy.
Did it just leak? It did.
Oh yeah, spray a little more salt in the wound. Anyways, I still got grenades. So we're getting into our stairwell. This is the 2-story building. You can see it kind of splits off to the left and right. It's really hard to take, but really easy to defend from the top floor.
So Gord, that's our fallback. Back corner. Right.
So should any of the other stairwells fall, we're looking for defensive positions that we can fall back to, even if our own one starts to fall, but we don't plan on that happening, right? As the countdown nears, obviously plans change, just like they always do. Commander Dozer comes over, starts to split off the groups just a little bit. Oh my god, he has a lot of grenades. But we all have a lot of grenades. We went a little above and beyond the Call of Duty for grenade throwing this year.
Thomas in a room here looking at that door as well.
I guess this is Clark's way of warming up his forearms in public. Which just confused the hell out of Gun. He's like, what the hell are you doing?
All right, boys, let's do this.
All right, I couldn't agree more. Let's get this game started. The enemy aren't going to hit our stairwell first. They're going to hit this one here, but I'm positioned right here watching that courtyard. Then I just sat back and enjoyed the lovely sound of grenades. The enemy have now bypassed that stairwell and are now coming to our middle one.
One down.
At this point, all stairwells are now taking contact.
I'm gonna let the next guy come in.
That's when my plan to watch the courtyard paid off. Caught a little straggler out here. Yeah, you saw it right. I tagged him in the dick. Sorry, dude.
Shot him in the dick, whoops.
Now, if you went down the hallway to my right and then took another right, you'd end up at the stairwell that all these nades are being dropped at currently. Since our middle stairwell is only taking limited action, I thought I'd remind these guys outside that we're still in the building.
We need Coco.
Coco, we need here.
Clarkie was right, suspecting something was up. His hard cover protected him from taking any nade shots, and now he's waiting for the push. Then Clarkie tags another one trying to hightail it out of there. Right in the butt. Thomas is now reinforcing the staircase closest to the enemy spawn point in the two-story building.
If you want to move a slight bit.
So Clarkie's trying to warn that guy that he's about to nade them.
Hey, buddy! Get ready.
So now I show up because I've got a nade primed and ready to go, and before I can throw it, Fee chucks
You
one.
can probably just drop it over on this corner here.
I heard some more down there, so I chucked mine.
That was beautiful.
Now I think right here Ryan drops a nade down from the window and takes out a bunch of enemy outside the building. Those poor buggers.
That door. I don't know if they're alive or dead yet.
Oh, it was close. Clarkie almost bit the dust. Oh, Clarkie keeps taking him out by the knees. They don't know what's going on out there.
Throw it through the door.
How you guys like to do pyro? You go backwards.
The game admins are starting to get a huge chuckle out of this defense.
Well, the pin's already pulled. Okay, well. Just hug it down. Sorry. Top stairwell's off.
This way?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I love Milsim. They're great, but like the problem was like. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
You got okay. I can throw mine if you want to save it.
I got 2 more.
I got 2 more in my pouch. Want me to go? Or you pulled the pin already? Okay, are they down there?
You can get one in through that door. You're good.
Where? Oh, just through the door, right?
So just as I pull the pin on this grenade, we start hearing a lot of commotion, a lot of yelling, and it sounded like no duff, which basically means the game has to stop because someone was hurt or something happened.
Are they left or right?
It was confirmed it was a no duff, but don't worry, no one was injured. It was just a small fire or something like that. Spent the next few minutes trying to put a pin back in her grenade, which I successfully did, and I think this is a good place to stop part 1. We'll pick up part 2 next time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.